I saw a shirt one time, it was simple, it just said it's hard to hate someone whose story you know. You know, if you look around at lunchtime, you'll see groups. And there's 10 over there, and 8 over there, and 3 over there, and 6 over there. Let's take 2 or 3 students from each one of those groups and give them an opportunity to team build, get to know, in a fun, structured way, other students that they would never talk to. And by doing that, it causes them to first be comfortable, laugh, play, and then to start to listen and hear in a trusted way the stories of other people.
It's just that feeling of unity with your school. Like you just feel like everybody's just a big family, and we're all going through problems, and it's a good feeling to know that like everybody's there for you.
Breaking Down the Walls is a program that allows students of all different walks of life and natures to just come together and talk to someone that they maybe didn't know before.
I think it lets kids basically break down those barriers that we sometimes have toward each other, whether it's like race or ethnicity or cliques. It kind of takes that away, and it gives us a chance for us all to experience just each other and tell stories and actually be genuine to each other.
The way Breaking Down the Walls works, a lot of times we start the week. And I say a week because we've learned if we come in for a single day, the impact is minimal. If we come in for 3 to 5 days, the impact is exponential. Each student that goes through it goes back and is contagious with other students. Oftentimes on a Monday, we start with the whole school assembly. So every student, every staff member in the school hears a similar message about how we treat each other. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, each day of the week, we invite about 150 students to participate, 20 of these students who are leaders to help us guide the process, and then 5 to 10 adults will participate as community members as well.
We get down on the floor, you know, we go around the basketball court, and we play like the games where you like introduce yourself to partners. You're playing, you know, catch your partner's finger. You're high-fiving everybody. You're getting all hyped up and excited.
Like he says, "Birdie fly home," and everybody just like starts panicking, and everybody's like yelling, screaming, and they were just like, "Oh my gosh, where are you? Like I can't see you!" Like
I think he was a sophomore. His name was Kyle, and he was just like the funniest little guy. And we were playing the game, and I just like had my arm around him, and we were just like messing around. I was like, "Oh, Kyle, you're my new best friend!" Like all this stuff. And
it's fun because it's like kids that I thought I never would play with. They're just like, dude, come get in my group. And I dragged a girl into our group who like I've never talked to in my life before. I was like, get in the group, I need to win.
What we're hoping you'll do is you'll look around campus and you'll think about who's the leader in that clique and who's kind of the leader in that group and who are the key kids in that group. And the first day or two of the workshops, invite those. For that group of 10, that's the kid who sets the tone. Let's invite that student in. They go through this process. When they go back to their group, they have a greater deal of influence than the average kid. Someone starts to tease somebody who's different, they've got the confidence that, guys, that's not cool. If we'll start with those kids, and then the second, third, fourth day we invite other kids, those kids are going to go back and say, hey, you got to go to this. This is really cool.
It's really for every kind of student. In the group I was in yesterday, there was the straight A student who's competing for valedictorian, and the kind of pressure that she puts herself under, and shared that with the other students. And the other students kind of the other end of the spectrum that are really just struggling with day-to-day issues and trying to get through school, and it really impacts all the students.
Because you learn a lot about people that you didn't know before, and people that you think, oh yeah, they have it easy, they have it good, you find out that no, their life is not as easy as you think.
Someone asked, why is it only 150 kids a day? Why not 300 or 400? Well, there's a couple things involved. Number one, most of the time we're in the school gym. When we use the space that's available in a full-size gym, between 150 participants and 20 leaders and 10 adults, that's 180 people, the gym's full. Then we break the group into small groups of about 8 to 10, and by the time you get 18 to 20 of those groups sitting around the gym, there's just not a lot of more space.
I don't know if it's a moment or just the feeling that's in the room. And it started with the first assembly, how Phil, the crowd, just is instantly engaged in what he's saying. And that's like a teacher's dream. Like I watch him with the kids, and it's like, if only we could do that every single day and get their attention.
The kid that is the jock and the popular kid and the rich kid, and there's a kid that's the nerd or the kid that's poor or the gang member, all on the same line and all having the same, you know, situation going on in their homes, really, you know, and seeing them like relate to each other, really make a connection. That was probably the most moving thing for me.
Breaking down the walls is a way for a school to create a better climate for everybody, for students, staff, everybody on that campus to know each other, to understand each other, and feel like this is a great place to be.
Campus, it feels lighter. It just feels like everyone's more aware of everyone else.
It's really a way to change the climate on campus in a meaningful way.
The campus has a new feel. Like literally when I was walking back, I had to go run an errand for Phil. And when I was walking back, this group of guys that I didn't even know, all of them just like lifted up their hands, and I just walked through this crowd of guys giving people high fives, and I was like, what's going on? Like, this never happens.
A lot of times we get the question, so you come in, you do this amazing week, breaking down the walls rocks. Kids, adults walk away thinking, wow, that's the kind of school I want to go to, I want to be part of that. We know this. One of the hardest parts of follow-up is keeping things going because the school's so busy with other things. So our intent is to give you the tools, give you some actual activities that you can use, whether it's once a week, twice a month, or a couple times during the year to keep the breaking down the walls feeling going. We can do so much, and then your students and your staff will take over and keep the momentum. And again, that's the magic of breaking down the walls. We can come in and give you the structure, but in reality, you're just telling your own stories. How cool is that? If you continue to tell those stories, share those experiences long after the Breaking Down the Walls week is over.
The message that I got from Breaking Down the Walls is that I'm not in this alone. There's so many people going through the same things I am, and that it's okay to be vulnerable sometimes.
You have an instinct as a teacher that some of these kids are going through some stuff. And then sometimes you have no idea. And so to see the two kind of play out, it was really good.
Like, I don't know, like I feel more closely related to more people in this school than I did before.
Recognizing that everybody has a story, some of them are really powerful.
It's not just all about us, but sometimes we might think that way and we don't realize that other people are going through stuff that's, if not harder, then at least as hard as we are.
There's a lot of kids that hear that their friends didn't even know, that I didn't know, that home isn't a safe place for them. And so school is, and so that they'll come and they'll feel that not only do they feel safe here, but they'll feel like they are valued and they are part of something.
This is about community, and while we're here to prepare ourselves for our future and to learn and educate ourselves, we're also dealing day to day with our lives and our stories. And Breaking Down the Walls gives us a chance to understand that we can make it, and we can make it